Hello. Hello, everyone. Great to see you here. Thank you for joining me. For those that are new, I'm Pauline Reilly. I live in North Wales in the UK, which is about halfway up on the left. And I like to join you on a Tuesday at noon Pacific time, which is 8 p.m. here in the UK. So today, I just want to talk to you a little bit about mock-ups. And I know hello, Judy, I can see you there. And Denise is here. Hello, everyone. I hope I'm sounding okay. I think I've got my microphone sorted this time. So we've been looking at mock-ups in various different groups. I know we talked about it in Anne's Atelier, and we've talked about it in Procreate Simply Continued, my membership, Procreate Simply membership. And I just wanted to show you, I don't have Photoshop at the moment. I slimmed back everything that I've got. Hello, Sue Allen. And, at the moment, I just have Adobe Illustrator out of that paid suite. So, hurricane, but you're breaking a little. Hello, Bonnie. Oh, so you've got a hurricane, Denise. Oh my goodness. I hope you keep safe. So I think as well, sometimes if it does break up, when you come to watch the replay, it will be okay then. So it's lovely to see so many of you. So thank you for joining. And I just want to talk a little bit about how I've been mostly doing my mock-ups more recently. And if I first of all, I'm just going to set this up in the background. If I can show you on Instagram, you can see, I think most of you will have seen these, but the type that I've been using. And I would say I've been quite a bit of success. It's all going well, as always. We always want to have more followers and people commenting, but I am getting more as we go. So I'm just going to share my screen, and I think you can see it there. So you can see there the one I posted today in Instagram is that t-shirt. I'm not sure whether that means you get music. Hopefully it won't be too loud. And I put a background and that in there, but that's all through Instagram. And then this one here, on there. See, you can see a little bit more, a bit clearer there. I think the size of it. And that is a mock-up that was in that I've manipulated, should we say, through Procreate. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up on how I've been doing that. See the next one, see if I can show you one more. I think I've got rock. So that's it there. So hopefully you can see that. So that's a little bit bigger as well. So as I said, these I've done in Procreate, and feel free to ask me any questions you would like. I'm just setting up my to the side of me here, ready for when we So first of all, if I go to my pad, and I can show you what I've got on there. So you can see here, this is one of the websites, and I will tag these into the comments that I've got on here. And the thing I would say about, actually I'm going to come back on screen while I chatter about this bit. Where are we? So the thing I would say is we can use Photoshop files in Procreate. And I didn't discover this. This came from Tila Cunningham of Every Tuesday, who you know I really admire and follow her work. And it's one of the things that she said, and I have seen a little bit of the work in it. And it does make sense because Procreate works in pixels, you know, it's raster based, and so does Photoshop. But obviously, you know, Procreate isn't Photoshop. So there's a little bit of tweaking that you sometimes have to do. So I've kept to things that are really very simple. And my advice would be to try the free mock-ups that you can find. Because I did get a bit excited at the beginning, and I paid not a lot of money, but for a couple. And they're obviously more complicated, and I just couldn't get it to work on Procreate. So the ones I would always recommend are the freebies, because then if it doesn't work, you've not lost anything. So I'll go back now and show you one of the pages that I use. Okay, so you can see that clearly. So this is Graphic Burger, and I will, as I say, add that link into the comments. And one of the ones that I think you will have seen me use is this one here. Now the page that we're on, these are free. I literally went into Graphic Burger, clicked on mockups, just reload that page for us there, and you can see here these are all free. And maybe that's the key, because they're more simple, you know. And obviously they would like you to pay for more complicated things, as you can if you keep scrolling through. There are more things you can do. The thing that I would say is kind of lacking in this freebie area is fabric, which is one of the things that I know we all love. But I'm just happy to work with what I've got, and we can still, you know, manipulate certain things, I think. And so I'm going to show you a couple of examples. So this one here is one of my favorites. So I'm just going to click on it. I downloaded this before, but it shouldn't be a problem. And then I'm just going to, you see this little green cloud here? You just click on that and it'll ask me to download. I'm sure I didn't even join this site. So I'm just going to show, it shows you what the files are there. Click on next. You said, hopefully, there we go. It's gone up the next picture. So probably because I've literally just downloaded it. So because I've just downloaded this, it won't let me download it again. So literally, when I came to download it, actually let me download something else so I can show you how easy it is. So something I've not downloaded before is this mug. So I'm going to click on that. Don't you just love it when this happens? Go. So that's what it's like. Let's try this one. And it's because I've already downloaded it. I understand that it's wanting to download it again. So let me. I think sometimes as well, I'm too impatient. You know, it takes it time to decide whether. Okay, description. Obviously, I haven't done that before. So click on download. And it does take a little bit of time. You can see here it's counting down. Click on the download. Here now, it's just starting to download there. So once that is a solid bar, I can continue on with that. So yeah, it's because I'd already downloaded those others. That's why it obviously thinks, well, what are you trying to download it for now? You've just done it. So there we go. So it is downloading that as we speak. So another page that I quite like to use, I'll show you that. Free mock. This one is called Mockup Cloud, and as I say, I will send you those links. So I just click into free mockups. Apparel. Let's try apparel because I think that's a lot of we would like. So just free mockups actually. Let's just give it a little bit of a chance. So these are all freebie ones. Sometimes something like the box might be good because you know you could you print on that or your particular picture, and there's lots with screens and different things. So you can see there's a print there for a t-shirt there. Each time you go through, because obviously I looked on here earlier, so now a lot of different ones than it was showing me before. That'd be quite a good one for a print. Anto, put in the mock-ups there. Going through, just show you some more. So there is lots. You can use this onto a mug. I find the Graphic Burger one had the most on. There is another t-shirt I have downloaded. I've downloaded that one, excuse me, sorry. So as I say, you can scroll through at your own time and find various different mock-ups, and that's one I've downloaded this one already because I think I've shown you that picture on my page today. That was the picture that I shared. I show you to see it. Facebook. Facebook page. So if I now share my screen, see there. So yeah, so you can see that's the trying to point at the screen, but obviously you can't see me pointing at the screen. This t-shirt here, this vest top on this trendy young guy is the one that we just looked at here. So there you go. Don't think I'd ever picked anything so trendy before. So let's just go back to my mock-up. So there we go. I think you can see my screen now. I think we just had a comment. Okay, Vonnie, don't worry. Don't worry. I don't know why it's breaking up. My signal seems okay today, so I'm not sure what that is. So we'll see you afterwards in the replay. I know it's frustrating when it does break up. So hello, Denise. Hi, Denise Ives. Just joined us at the mock-up stage. So yeah, so again, I'm not going to try and download this because we've just done that. It didn't like it, but you see there's some fun and funky things there. So I go now and see if this has finished downloading for me. Yes, it has there, this top one. If I now click on that, it will now open it in the zip. Just going to show you there. So it's this top one. You can see I've been messing about a lot. I need to clear some of this out. So it's this one here, t-shirt mock-up. And to download it into Procreate, this is the steps we need to do. So first of all, we need to unzip it. So if we click on it, and you can see here it's unzipping the file, it's unpacking it all. It's brought it up down here. Going to, I took my eye ball now, it's moved it. Where's it? Is there a second? Oh, let's go back to the top. Moved it back to the top, so it's here now. I'm just going to and you can see here which is all the different parts of it. Now I've not opened this one before, so let's have a little look and see if we can get it to work. So what we need to do, I'm going to use my finger here rather than the pen. So you need to click on, we'll try front first, then you want to share the file. You see it's your choice to open it in Procreate, so we'll click on that, and it's sending it to Procreate. It doesn't go straight to Procreate. You do then have to go into Procreate yourself, and that's what I've done earlier. And then it's going to open this other one, out to the gallery, and you can see it's already. So we open it. So it's a bit different. Whereas to begin with, I was trying to open it by clicking on it the way we normally would, but you don't. You need to, excuse me, I'm just going to cough. Sorry about that, everybody. So yeah, that's the thing to remember, that you need to go into the file. I'm going to show you again. I'll repeat it, and share it to Procreate. So now we're in this file. Let's see if we can actually get this one to work. So I'm going to open the list, yeah, and you see all of this different sort of shadows and things here. Now it says here about the adding the design. Now the thing I've noticed here is it's a print in the middle, so it might not cover the whole a t-shirt on this one, but let's have a little look. It's all about having a little place. I'm on there. I'm going to go into insert a photograph. I'm just going to pick something that I've got print on. See if this one. See now if we can't flipping. Go. Did you see that? Do it again. So we went into it, and it's just opened the whole file. And if then I click on clipping mask, it's literally clipped it to the t-shirt. And it, that is as simple as that. And that's my kind of mock-up. Something really quite straightforward. Yes, it's not a roll of fabric. I haven't found a way to do that yet, but you're still showing off your design. And I see on this particular one, I think it's because this t-shirt was black. Can you see down here, these shadows are very hard. So we can, there's nothing wrong with posting that as it is. Let's see the image, the way it shows up on the t-shirt first. To let you know what you need to do. transparency. Yes, it is definitely. I mean, I have fiddled with Photoshop when I had it in the past, and it's super easy. I'm not sure what you mean, Denise, so if you can explain it a little bit more clearly. I'm probably being a bit dim what you mean about the transparency, but I'm just going to have a little look in here and let's see if we can fiddle with the shadow. So can you see here, there's one here that says shadow. So if we watch down here and see if it is that one. Yes, it was. So I think what I'll do with that one, I'm going to move shadow, just going to reduce it a little, so it's a little less obvious. That's a little bit more natural, but you know, I'm not unhappy with it the way it was. I've got to be honest. That makes me happy. That's a really easy way to do that. So I know Denise is probably typing, and it's me being a bit dim, Denise. So don't worry. And then another one that I downloaded, I'll show you. As I say, I'll put these links in. This is one that I've shared into here. You just need to tick that box off. Can you see that's obviously their advert, because what they want is for you to go in and buy. We're going to switch that off, and then we've got the t-shirt again, and it's sometimes a case of just looking and having a little fiddle with how these things work. So we need to put this one, I know this because I've obviously tried it already, is we need to put it above this layer here, because this is where it changes the color. So let's go into insert a photo. Actually going to find another pattern. See if I could pick any of these. I just know where to start. A little bit Christmassy one, not a finished pattern. That's a good bit that's come out like that, because you can see here, it doesn't cover the whole of the image, so we just need to drag it out. And that one's actually even clipped it. I didn't even press clipping mask there. It literally just sat on the model. Oh, I see, Denise. Right. Okay. I understand what you mean now. Thank you, Denise. That's great. Yeah, Denise Chavez, definitely. I think this is, this is a great way to be able to sort of share our work and be able to spend our time on the drawing and arty bit that we love, and not. There's nothing wrong with doing mock-ups in Photoshop, and if you've got Photoshop, I obviously use it by all means. I'm not, but I needed a workaround because I didn't have it. So I'm going to show you one more time how we downloaded into Procreate. So I'm going to go into this file here. This is my files, this is everything. And I'm in downloads because I've done so many today. Let me go back into choices. I've been in here so long today, that's all that's coming up. It's because I know what it is, because it's trying to sync something, it won't let me. Anyway, they'll download into your downloads. Denise Ives, these are free. These are all free mock-ups, which is fabulous. And they're from one of the links that you sent me, Denise. So I can let you know it's from, I think this one is from Mockup. Just go into another one. So at the top, let's try a different. Let's try this one. Yeah, this is a different. Yeah, it's in the Mockup cloud, but I say I will post this afterwards. So I'm going to click on this, and let's have a long sleeve. We're heading into autumn, girls. So we clicked on it and held it, so we get these choices. Click on share, and it will give you Procreate. And we just send it to Procreate. Give it a little bit of a minute to do what it does. Oh, that's good, Denise Chavez. I'm really pleased. As I say, it's because that's it. We definitely want to learn things. Don't get me wrong, but when you're struggling, it's frustrating. And you've got iPad, you've got Procreate, so it's another thing that it can do for you. So obviously we give that a little bit of time. We're going to go back out, go into Procreate, and then import finishes, do whatever it does to import it. And I was in the gallery, so you can see it brought it up. It always brings it up here. We'll just click on there, download the full version. That's obviously if you wanted to. So I'm just going to turn that off. That's just the advert at the top. And the other thing that I didn't show you, I mean, you can do the back or the front, but you can also, that t-shirt is in white, but you could have it in black if you wanted, depending on what kind of print you were going to put on there, and possibly in heather grey as well. It's also in grey. I mean, because we're putting full patterns on, I'm not sure, but let's give it a whirl. We can do this. So we're in heather grey. I want to change the colour. I don't think it'll make a great difference because it's not that I'm putting an individual illustration in the middle, it's that I'm putting a pattern over the top. But hey, let's give it a whirl. Photograph has this one got? Do you have this problem? Do you just keep snapping things and then I don't go back and change it? There you go. So you can see again, it's not quite big enough, so we just drag it up, drag it down. Now you can see the difference there. Because I picked on the grey background, it's obviously changed the colour, but what it has done is it's given a little bit of texture to that image. So, you know, it's something else. An iPad just for mock-ups. Definitely. Definitely, Denise. So let me see if we find the heather grey. So let me go back into white. And let me see if that can be fancy and drag this down. This is why I like demos, because you probably have the same issues yourself. It doesn't want to pop it in. To switch heather grey off, and I need to switch black off. There we go. So it still has some texture, but it's better obviously over the white, obviously, because like Denise said, it's adding in yeah, export. Okay, let's do the next bit. So let's just have a little look and say, right, okay, should we see if we'd be fancy and change the background? What do you want a background colour? Let's see while we're on. Yeah, me too, Denise. As I say, it shows different ways you can use your product. So I'm not sure how much change this will be. So we're on the background colour. So you can do that. You know, we could have left it as white. Absolutely fine. It's up to you. And then, Judy, if you're wanting to share, all you need to do is to go into share, into actions, into share, click on JPEG or PNG. I keep meaning to save as to share as a PNG because I know it says that the quality of the file lasts longer. Click on save image, and I am going to just save this to my camera roll, which it should have done now. Go back out, see if it's in. Oh, that was something I was doing for somebody else. Sorry. I have many talents. I was producing work for someone else there. So there you go. It's just in my photo roll. There you go. And then you can do whatever you like with it. You could have saved it as a file. So I come back on screen. So is that really exciting? So it's like, well, I didn't find it. Teela found it. Teela Cunningham, you are a star. But it's just so much easier. And you know, maybe I will convert and do a different way, but it just means you're getting your work out there. And yeah, I've searched high and low for fabric and fabric rolls, but they all seem to be too complicated for Procreate to handle, which you know, I can live without fabric roll. I have got a little plan in my mind that maybe I could do my own, create my own mock-up, and then we could use that in Procreate, but that's just a work in progress. Because if there's one that I do show you, this is one that I have made myself. I go into, see if I go back into here, it's not finished yet, but one that I worked on myself. So this is a mock-up that I've done of the dress I was wearing. Now I think it does look a bit false because obviously oh right, thank you Denise, that's great. I can have a little try. I've not quite got all the shadows and everything correct on it. I think if I show you what the image should look like, I'm going to click on there and hold. So that was what my original frock looked like, and then if I go back, click on the inserted image, you can see it there, it'll change. Just So I was trying to show you one beside the other, but so you can see it a little bit there. So you can see there, it's not perfect what I've done because obviously I'm not as skilled in, fiddling with that. But again, I get that away with that on a website somewhere. But yeah, that's basically what it is. I literally just click one over the other, and that's a little bit more complicated. But there you go. I just wanted to show you that. And yeah, I do have to have my dress surgically removed because I just love it so much. I'm so pleased with that dress. So there you go. So if there's any more questions, if you think of anything else or anybody that's watching the replay, because I think again, I didn't thank you all for watching. Hello, Mary Ann, I can see you. I think I was so excited. I didn't say thank you for watching, whether you're watching live or in the replay, but thank you for watching, whether you're live or in the replay. And if you've got any more questions, please ask. If you're watching the replay and you have any questions, please ask. But I think that you're definitely good to go on that. And if you share it anywhere, I would love it if you could just, hashtag me in so I can find it. If you put hashtag Pauline Reilly Art and Design somewhere or tag me, I just would love to see your work. I'm not trying to build my hashtags. I just would love to see what it is that you're creating. So if you can think of anything else you want to ask me, I'll give you a little minute. And because I know there's a little bit of a lag time, I've got my cushion behind me on this side, I think. I can never work this out. Yes, it is. It's here. It's above this shoulder here. There we go. That's one of the cushions that we designed that in Procreate Simply. And yeah, the other little thing, just before I go, a little snippet, I'm about to open the membership, Procreate Simply Continued, if anyone is wanting to join. So I'll have a little bit more information for that coming up. So if you wanted to join that monthly membership, you will be able to. So I will send you a little bit more info and maybe talk about that a little bit more next week. So I can't see any more questions. So I'm going to go. I'm going to leave you all in peace. And I will be here next Tuesday. I know that it's a bank holiday. Is it Labor Day, I think? Sunday in the States. So I think, so Anne Follett is going live at the same time, or I'm going live at the same time as Anne. Anne will be live next Tuesday at the same time that we are. So I totally understand if you're watching Anne live, but there will be a replay. That's the membership actually, that'll be at 7 o'clock. 11 o'clock Pacific, and so we'll be back here at 8 o'clock as normal. So enjoy your bank holiday if you're in the States, and we've just had ours here in the UK. I'm not sure about Diana Holland and Valerie Gregg and everyone in Australia. You might have had one too. I'll stop waffling and go. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, everyone. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye.